Am I the a-hole for spiking my friend with my T-gel? So for a little context, I am a trans man and have been on T for a few years now, and all my close friends are aware of this fact. I'm not stealth to anyone I'm close with. Oh, stealth, like hiding it from anybody. Got it. And then T is testosterone, chat. That's mainly for the video. Me, 22 female to male, and my boyfriend, 22 male, have kind of recently moved. Oh, sorry. Me, 22 female to male, and my boyfriend, 22 male, kind of recently moved in together, in parentheses, November last year. And about a month ago, finished getting the place completely sorted since we have both been working a lot. Well, my boyfriend went back to his parents' house last week to visit since he had a few days off, and I decided to stay home and invite one of my friends, 21 female, to stay over in the spare room so we could have a catch-up and little sleepover because we haven't been able to see each other recently. When she arrived to our place, I had just come back from a long shift and was quite tired, so I gave her a pretty quick tour of the place, pointing out where different things were kept and singling out a single cream I had in a pump bottle on the bathroom counter when I said, "You can use whatever you like, just don't use this one." Oh. Okay, wait, so that, I see where this is going. Okay. Now, maybe it's on me for not specifically telling her what the cream was, but I assumed basic manners of when you're at someone's house was that if they say not to use something, you just shouldn't use it. Anyway, we stay up and chat for a little while, but as mentioned before, I was pretty tired from my shift, so I suggest we head to bed since I have the next day off, and we can spend time together properly, and she agrees, so off to sleep we go. Next morning, I go into the bathroom right after I wake up, and notice my little pump bottle of cream has moved, and there seems to have been quite a lot used. Oh no. Oh no, bro. That shit's probably expensive too, huh? Oh god. This pump bottle has my testosterone gel mixed with some of my hypoallergenic cream because I have pretty bad eczema and the gel by itself dries my skin out a little. In parentheses, yes, discussed with my doctor, so I'm still getting the right doses. Seeing this, I'm already panicking, slightly because, 1, I can already guess my female friend has covered herself in my testosterone gel, and 2, T-gel is also quite expensive, and I have to wait to get my prescription refilled if I run out early. Okay, so I was right, it is kind of expensive. I leave the bathroom with the bottle in hand to find her in the kitchen, having just finished making herself a coffee, and she seems to instantly notice me holding it and gives me a half apologetic look. When I ask if she's used it, she awkwardly admits she did, but doesn't really seem to be sorry. In her words, she thought it was just some expensive cream that I wanted to save for myself. I mean, even if that was the case, like, you still shouldn't fucking use it. Which I still think is a bit of a rude thing to do, even if that was just the reason. But when I explained to her what the cream actually was, she paused for a moment before freaking out and asking me what she's supposed to do. I kind of panicked a bit as well and said I didn't know, suggesting if she had put it on, then maybe jump in the shower and try to wash it off, because even though I'm annoyed she used it, I don't want her to suddenly get changes she doesn't want. She then tells me that she put the cream on last night before going to sleep, so the cream is obviously completely soaked in by now, and I have to admit to her I genuinely don't know what to suggest to help her and to maybe try calling her doctor. I mean, Chad, I'm so unknowledgeable on this stuff. Is one dose of T-gel gonna fuck shit up for you? Like, surely it's not the end of the world, right? Am I crazy for saying that? I might be crazy for saying that. Yeah, no, I mean, there's more to this story that we have to read, but she fucked around and found out. If anything, this should be a learning lesson, girl. If someone says, hey, please don't use that thing, it doesn't matter what that thing is. Don't fucking use that thing. You might see some changes since it's a chemical thing, but temporary? That's what I'm thinking. I mean, there's no way that one dose of testosterone is going to fucking ruin your life, right? Yeah, as a trans person, T won't fully go into effect, but if used over time, you'll see the changes. That's how I feel. Like, from my understanding of what testosterone will do, it has to be long-term, right? I don't know, maybe she'll be, like, super aggressive for, like, a day. It was more than one dose? Okay, fair. That is true. I guess it was technically more than one dose, but, like, I still don't think it's gonna, like, one dose in a short amount of time, unless, I guess, maybe, can you overdose on testosterone? I guess that would be maybe the only thing that I would be concerned about. But I feel like in one fell swoop, assuming she didn't OD, which I don't even know if is possible, I think she'll be fine. You can. Oh. Or horny. Apparently testosterone can do that too. I know that works for men. I know that's the case for men. Is that the case for women too? Damn, you can overdose on testosterone? Fuck. Well, maybe go to the hospital? I mean, how long would that take? Yeah, I guess the question is, how much did she use? Jay, I don't even know what. Jay said Hulk smash type shit, and then said, now that I know that you can overdose on it, I rescind my joke. Jay, dare I say that's still kind of funny? Cancel me, bro. She's in the wrong here, so like, I feel like we can joke about it on her. Yeah, I think if I'm OP, he should definitely recommend the friend go to a doctor. I think that's the only thing you can really do here. Maybe cut off your friend because that's really fucking annoying. Oh, wait, that's actually what he did. I genuinely don't know what to do. I genuinely don't know what to suggest to help her and to maybe try calling her doctor. Yeah, that sounds like a good call. She goes quiet for a moment before her face suddenly screws up in this angry look, and she starts yelling that I must have planned this. And she starts yelling that and that I have basically spiked her with drugs and she should report me to the police for this. I was honestly taken aback and didn't really know what to say for a moment before reminding her I specifically told her not to use it. Yeah. Hey, you told me not to walk in that burning building, and then I walked in that burning building and set myself on fire. That's your fault. Like, that's literally what she's saying right now. That testosterone must be making her irrationally stupid and angry right now. I reminded her I specifically told her not to use it and asked how could it be my fault she used something she wasn't supposed to, but this ended up setting her off more. After yelling some insults at me, she stormed to the guest room, picked up all of her stuff, and then just left. I'm honestly not sure what to do because maybe I should have labeled the cream or something, question mark. But also, she literally used the one thing I asked her not to use. My boyfriend doesn't think I did anything wrong, but she's been texting me saying I betrayed her trust and she never wants to see me again because how could I do something like this? Am I the a-hole? Yeah, see, Chad, this is an example of a dumb bitch alert. Like, what are you fucking talking about? Like, holy fucking victim complex. Your friend told you not to use something, you proceeded to use it, and it ended up they were telling you not to use it because it could be potentially harmful to you, and then you fucking blame it on them? Like, nah, dude. Baby back bitch alert. I think maybe the only thing OP should think about doing is contacting their friends and letting them know about the situation before she takes it to like social media or some shit like that. And then maybe also even calling the police and letting them know like, hey, I'm only reporting this because this person is literally threatening to report this to you guys. This is what happened. This is my side of the story. I'm just getting ahead of it so that you guys don't take anything she says seriously. That's crazy, bro. I also think OP should just not be friends with them. Like, sounds like not that bad of a loss. Sounds like you got rid of a terrorist friend. Betrayed her trust, I'd have to smack the piss out of her. That's a crazy way for her to say it too, because she betrayed OP's trust. He told her, don't fucking use this. And she used it behind his back. Even if that was some expensive lotion that he wanted to keep to himself, don't use it. I know you told me not to, but why did you let me? Grr. Am I the a-hole for having a stupid friend who doesn't listen to me? Exactly. She must have main character syndrome. Actually, though. A quick Google search, it says overdose from one application is extremely rare and just contact the poison line. I mean, to be fair, Maria, we don't know how much she put on. Like, she might have put it on, like, multiple parts of her body, you know? Oh my gosh. Sorry, you help my baby dogs through thunderstorms with your YouTube videos? Aw, cute. Give the baby dog some treats for me, please. That's so fucking cute. Yeah, I'm very curious, like, how much she used. It had to be a pretty noticeable amount if OP noticed. I guess OP said that OP said that he noticed the bottle had moved. I don't know, man. Ooh, okay, that's an update. I don't know if I want to dive into that, chat. Actually, we should check that one for an update, y'all. What am I doing? Who am I here, bro? Who am I? I gotta check this shit for a... God damn it. It's another one of those people where they hide all their posts. Damn it! Wee woo, wee woo. Damn, I just wanted to be nosy, bro. She. God forbid your boy's a little nosy, man. Okay, I'm not seeing any of OP's comments. Sag. Do you think if I plug in OP's name, it'll, like, find comments from them? Oh, shit. That's not. God damn it. Does it work like that? Like, can I just, like... Sorry, guys. I'm doing research here. What? Damn, that's not how it works. Fuck! Shit! They should really add that feature, bro. I should be able to, like, see OP's replies. You know? Reddit, fix your shit. Make it easier for me, all right? Please. Alrighty. They did block their post. Alrighty, chat. Let's keep it going. I want to do, like, 3 of these-ish. Maybe a little less, maybe a little bit more. All right, chat, here we go. Am I the a-hole getting mad at my boyfriend for cheating in video games? We've been dating for a few months. I'm in my late 20s, in parentheses male. He's in his 30s. We were out to dinner last night after work, and we got to talking about the new GTA game releasing later this year, and trailed off into talking about what games we like to play. He said he liked playing shooter/multiplayer battle royale games like Fortnite and Call of Duty, and I jokingly said that my aim is absolute garbage on console. He said, well, that's why I use aimbot and wall hacks, and laughed at it like a joke. Oh, he's one of those. He ruins the games. Honestly, chat, I'll say it. Red flag. If he'll cheat in video games, he'll cheat on you. I actually kind of mean that, low-key. For non-gamers, wall hacks and aimbot are cheating softwares downloaded to help someone to cheat unfairly in multiplayer games. I did not laugh with him. I play a lot of multiplayer games, and I let him know that it's so frustrating when people use cheats and hacks to ruin the gaming experiences of other players. Especially after I finish work and I want to have a good time, dealing with these kinds of players pisses me off. He said something along the lines of, why are you getting so defensive over how I play video games? And I told him, because it's loser behavior. Good clap back. It is loser behavior. Which it is. Ruining other people's nights on games is how you wind down at the end of the day, ? The rest of the night was awkward as fuck, and I think it was mutual that we won't be seeing each other anymore. So honestly, am I the a-hole? Maybe we both equally suck, and it's best that we don't date or play video games together. Okay, this is crazy, chat, because I low-key am on OP side. I would get the biggest ick from this. I'd be like, really? That's how you play video games? There's something wrong with you. Like, this is my seeing a man run after a ping pong ball. I'll stand on business when I say that. I think this is, don't get me wrong, it could definitely just be a blip, but it also could be a defining, or excuse me, a hint as to his character. Especially if you guys are only a few months in, you know? Yeah, comments are with OP on this. Not the a-hole, but it sounds like a few months breakup was bound to happen. Move on. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. That was so funny, chat. I feel like if you take pleasure in playing a game in a way, well, maybe I shouldn't say that because I was gonna say if you take pleasure in playing a game that in a way that like ruins the game for other people, that's a red flag. But then I was thinking I was definitely the person in gun game who wasn't actually trying to play the game and was just running around with a tomahawk and trying to tomahawk people. So I feel like I'd be talking about myself. And who knows, maybe that's a red flag. For any of my Call of Duty gamers, you know ball when I talk about that, all right? Yeah, you guys are saying it. Single player cheats are totally different. That's not a boyfriend, that's a hater. Cat Piff, I can't disagree with that. That is hater activity. Also just means that he's bad at the game, which honestly turn off. All right? If you're going to play a game, play it. Don't be a coward about it. COD is a red flag in my opinion. I actually don't blame you, especially the CODs nowadays. You have to be like on crystal meth to enjoy those games. I will not be elaborating any further. Joe Navarre, thank you for resubscribing for 16 months at tier 1. Why does Kit Min's clip have 6 views? That's rigged. You guys can't be doing that. That's crazy shit. Can't be watching that clip, bro. You can't be watching that clip. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy shit. Oh. Bro, guys, you guys got to give me a second. There is this guy that I went to college with. It started one night. He like called me while he was partying with his friends, and I was on a run. And I was like, he's like a dude that I had like a class with in college. Like we exchanged phone numbers so we could work on a project together or something. He like called me and they had called the wrong Ben. And I was just like, oh, like good to hear you're doing well, but I got to go by. Dude, this guy has been sending me text messages for like a couple of days that are clearly supposed to be going to somebody else, but they're sending them to me. I'm going to text someone and be like, bro, you got to change my name in your phone. That's so funny. Oh my God. Oh my God. Chat. I just got a text message from my chat. I just got a text message. Hold on. I'm trying to cover the names. Hold on. You know what? I can just save this and crop it. What am I fucking doing? This is fucking 2026, man. My assistant just texted me that some of her friends have kibbies that they are trying to get rid of. Oh my God, chat. Chat, help me pick my next cat. I don't know about y'all, but I'm kind of vibing with Nori. Apparently, Wasabi is taken. That's so cute. I want them. Nori is a lovely void. I've always wanted one. Also, that it fits the food name. Although sesame and beans would kind of go crazy. Damn, what do you guys have against sesame? Y'all ain't fucking with sesame like that? I do really want a void kibby, though. I've always wanted a void kibby and to name it Spinch. Am I wrong for that? Where's Beans? He's right here. You guys can see him. Beans, close your ears. No, we're not talking about getting you a brother. Don't worry. Don't even worry, Beans. Don't even worry. All right, chat. We got one more story. All right. I'll make a deal with y'all. I will read. Maybe not that one. Nope, not that one either. Oh my God. All the stories are long. God damn. Oh, wait. We already read this one. I don't know if I can make this deal, chat. Oh, that one's a trigger warning. Damn, a lot of these we actually already read. I think we read this one too. Okay. You know what? I'm not going to make the deal. I'm not going to make the deal just because I do need to end the stream pretty soon here, chat. I have not worked out yet. But YouTube, if you guys want to be nice to me and get my likes to 100, because I know you have the possibility of doing that, that would be greatly appreciated. Make sure to like up the stream. If you guys are on the Twitch, make sure to follow no matter where you're at. Turn on the post notice so you can be notified whenever I go live. Ash, thank you for the 100 bits and saying all of them. You know what? Good call. I'll just rock 4 cats real quick. On a call with my boyfriend, he says, hi, what up, Squiggly Owl's boyfriend? Alrighty, chat, here we go. One more story. Am I the a-hole for swimming topless? I, 32 female, just talked to the cops because my neighbors complained about me swimming topless. I live out in the country in Manitoba, Canada. I don't live directly on a lake, but there's a public beach nearby that anyone can go to. There's a little boat ramp and some nice sand at the water's edge. I like to swim, but I prefer to skinny dip. However, because this is a public beach, I won't go totally naked. I'll just go topless. But I also understand that not every parent wants their children around a random lady's breasts, in parentheses, despite it being perfectly legal in Canada for a woman to be topless in public. Okay. I was going to say, I don't even think it's a-hole worthy, but like, if it were illegal, I would be like, hey, maybe that's not the smartest thing to do. But if it's legal, girl, you do what you want. Freedom titties. So I usually go swimming at night. This beach does not have operations hours, so it's not against the rules or anything. One night I was out swimming topless like I usually do, and I saw some teenagers riding their bikes on the road next to the beach. Well, I guess one of them told their parents, or maybe someone else saw me because I got a visit from the cops today. Wait, so they recognized you too? What the fuck? They kind of had a vibe like they knew they were here for a BS reason, but they still asked why I stopped. Oh, excuse me. But they still asked that I stopped swimming topless. I told them I'd think about it. They wished me a good day and left. For what? Oh, I'm sorry. Your teenager, for some reason, told you about seeing boobs? That's so funny to me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Me as a teenager, if I would have seen boobs in public, I would not have told my mom. Like, I'm sorry, that's very guy-brained of me, but I wouldn't. I'm not gonna fucking tell my mom. Like, what? What? Yeah, are the cops even allowed to ask her to stop? That's what I'm wondering. Like, what the fuck? Sounds like some misogynistic bullshit if you ask me, bruh. I don't know if I'm the a-hole because, yeah, I get that it's not common to be topless in Canada, especially in smaller towns like mine, but I'm not doing anything illegal, and usually no one is at the beach at night. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to go sunbathe topless now just out of spite, LOL. So Reddit, am I the a-hole? Nah, girl, you free them titties. Like, if this is a mother's biggest op, that's a her problem, not a you problem, girl. You free them titties. Especially, too, I think it's very respectful of OP to be like, hey, I'm just going to only do this at night. Even though it's illegal no matter what, I'm just going to do this at night to try to make people feel more comfortable. That's so crazy. I'm still laughing. Like, I'm still, and I know this is stupid guy brain chat, but I'm just like, really, like, if I was a teenager and I saw somebody with, like, their boobs out, I wouldn't go, mommy, I saw someone with their boobs out at the lake. Like, that's just so silly to me. I'm laughing my ass off at that. Edit to add, anyone who's commenting that they need to see pics or sexualizing me, you're just as bad as the person who reported me. Agreed. You are doing the same thing they are, but at the opposite end of the spectrum. Do better. Also, if you DM me asking for a picture, I am happy to provide you with some hairy man boobs I found online, as you should. As you should, bro. It's literally just boobs, bro. I don't get it. I don't get people who are like, how dare a woman pull out her boobs in a place where she feels comfortable pulling out her boobs. Like, bro, they're just fucking boobs. You don't need to make a big deal out of it. Yeah, not gonna lie, as a bi woman, I also would have been like, oh, sick, tits, and then moved on. I think that's the normal reaction. You know? I think that's just, anybody should be like, oh, cool, tits, and then walk away. Like, that's just like, nice. You know what? That would be sick if more people did that. And then moved on. I'm just like imagining, like, how much of a boner do you have to be as a child to be like, as like a teenager to be like, oh my God, I saw boobs. I have to go tell my mom. Like, I'm sorry, I'm like dogging on this kid, but I'm just trying to think. I'm like, damn, like, really? That was your reaction? Or do you think it was like a, mom, I saw boobs today? Like, you know? Oh my God. Yeah, teach the boys not to look, not the girls to cover them up. Exactly. If anything, that's just more of an indictment on the son. Where it's like, if the son went up and was like, Mom, I saw boobs today, I would be like, well, were you staring? That's impolite. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a learning moment for the boy, not a learning moment for the, not something that you need to go report to the police for the girl. Gen Z are prudes like the boomers? That could be true. I don't know. Yeah, real teen boys would tell their friends. That's how I feel. Even teen girls. Boobs? Oh, man. Puritanical ideology goes hella deep. Yeah. I mean, she said it's a small town. I'm sure that's running rampant. Bro's mom definitely overheard her kid talking to his friends on the phone or some shit. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. My bias is like boobs. Nice. I think that's the normal reaction. Just like boobs, cool. I remember when I was like in 4th grade, we went to Germany and we went to like one of those topless beaches, but like it was my entire family. And like I was like, wow, this is crazy. Like none of my family members can catch me staring, but I was like, this kind of fucking rips. You know? When I can see something in the peripherals, this is fucking sick. Wow, there are a lot of comments on this one. What the fuck? 6.1K upvotes, 1.5K comments. I got arrested for this back in 2018 in a state where it's supposedly legal. I mean, that's just an indictment on the American justice system. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure some cop was like, yeah, bro, I'm cooking. It is definitely illegal. And then his fuck ass had no idea because they get like 30 days of training. Yeah, someone said, and what happened next? They said it got dropped after some lawyering. It was ridiculous. That's how female toplessness became legal in Canada. It set a precedent and was recognized as unconstitutional because there was never any toplessness laws, only vague public indecency laws. Hell yeah. Rare Canada W. We love it. We love it. I just like to sit in the shallows and let my boobs float. Wait, I didn't really... Boobs float? That's crazy. I didn't know that. Boobs float? Chat, can you confirm or deny? What? This is game changer, chat. Y'all's boobs be floating? Do dicks float? They do. But like, I've never looked at my dick and been like, that's booby material. That's crazy. Nature's flotation devices. Oh my God, that's so cool. Yeah, bro, if I was a girl, I'd be swimming in water all the time naked to watch my boobs float. Are you kidding me? That'd be fucking sick. If my boobs floated, I wouldn't be able to, I would show everybody. Sarby, we've had this conversation? Have we? I don't remember this, me personally. If they're big enough. Oh, that makes sense too. My back feels heavenly in the water. Wait, that's wild. I don't think we've had this conversation, y'all. I think we've had the dicks float conversation. Wild. Y'all got some floating boobies. Interesting. Interesting, chat. Floating booby looking motherfuckers.